Well, welcome back everybody. I'm gonna do this in one take. I don't want to retake this. I charged my phone, everything's ready. We're gonna get right into it. Monday started off obviously kind of shit, I'm not gonna lie, especially because of last week, the week that we had. I was kind of bringing it into this new week, which I know, try keep them weeks separated, don't pass off the energy from last week into this week, but it is what it is. I woke up on the wrong side of bed, because last week was kind of shit, so this week was kind of shit, and that's kind of the mentality that I was going into the beginning of this week. I woke up before my alarm went off, and when I checked my phone was on 1%. If I went back to sleep, I probably wouldn't have woken up because of my alarm, and I needed to wake up early that day, so at least it was a bit of good luck in the beginning of the week. Surprise, decided not to go to my class. Okay, I know I said I would be going to my class, bro. I'm only human, bro. Once you start skipping a few classes, it is what it is. You're probably gonna see that's the vibe I had for this week, but at least we have like a happy ending. But let me get back to it. I decided not to go to my class. Sue me, I'm sorry, but obviously there is an excuse. There is always a but. I was doing it because I wanted to finish all my assignments that are due next week, because I do have a bunch of labs and exams and midterms already. Like, I know midterms already, like it's kind of crazy, but we do have a midterm next week that we needed to worry about. So I was like, yo, if I can get all my work before lab starts, because labs in itself is another workload on top of the workload I have. Like, I'm not trying to deal with everything at once, so that's why I didn't go to school. I was like, yo, if I can get all my work done, at least all the assignments that I need to get done within this week, I should still be able to be flexible and still have time to edit and still have time to study, because I'm trying to do my best, you know what I'm saying? Another piece of good news on Monday was actually not a bad day, even though I did feel bad. Like, it was all mental, more so like what was happening, and that just goes to show you, like, sometimes a thought can really like change your whole output like on a day. So try not to get in your head for too long, sometimes you just gotta breathe and really reassess the situation. But now that I think about it, Monday wasn't really a bad day, even though it felt kind of shit because of last week, because I also got good news about our EOS or EOP, the end of year project. We're making some progress, so I was really happy about that too. Yeah, regular shit, you know my schedule by now. Go to the gym, you know what I'm saying, didn't go to class, and just cranked out all the work. There was an assignment that I thought would be super easy. It was an assignment that I started in the lab, if you don't remember from last week's vlog. I was finishing that assignment because I ended up just deleting a bunch of stuff on my Mac so I can make space for that assignment. Bro, tell me why it took the whole day. This cannot be real. I thought it would be like a quick hour thing. I was really trying to get all my work done by Monday and just skip that one class, because it's just one class, But it took me the whole day, which was kind of disappointing, because then that just made me like realize that I have to put in a bit more work tomorrow. And so Tuesday I went to the gym, and I decided to skip class on this day too. Hey, sue me again. It is what it is. Just because I wanted to finish the assignment work that I was supposed to do on Monday, but it took the whole day literally on that one assignment. So I was like, fuck, I need more time to finish the other assignment. So Tuesday, another day. To be fair, I should have gone to class on Tuesday. It is what it is. I have good notes, so we can always just study and catch up on that stuff. That's not an issue. That's actually what I'm gonna do today. I said something, and I should really put my money where my mouth is and actually do the things that I say I will. That's it's just about the principle. I'm not mad that I skipped the class, but it's more about the principle and keeping my word, you know what I'm saying? I skipped class, and then I just did a bunch of work. I finished most of my assignments. While I was studying and doing all these assignments, I realized that we have a midterm next week, Friday. Whoa. It seems a bit too early though for a midterm. I don't know, maybe I'm just caught up in my own little world and I didn't notice that 2-3 weeks have passed by, but that's kind of crazy. It feels a little bit early. I'm not nervous yet. I'm not a nervous test taker if I'm prepared, because I know like I should know this shit. Like, why would I be nervous? But yeah, we need to get on that. I need to study. I'm gonna try study a bit today, but next week, that's all that we're leading up to. That Thursday for that midterm is what we're leading up to. And we also have a meeting that we need to prepare for the big EOS. That's next week. So that's not next week, but next week is still a heavy week because that midterm, we need to get good grades on that first midterm. A good big start is what we need, and I feel like once we get a good grade on that, everything will just pan out smoothly throughout the year. So that's the big, I guess, event for next week. is studying for that midterm, for real. Like, I'm talking past papers, I'm talking go overboard studying. I'm a very last minute study when I can, study when 6 hours before the exam type of person, but we really need to lock in, you feel me? And I hope this also gives y'all motivation to lock in for whatever shit you need to do as well. I slept kind of late that day. I don't know what it was. I think I was just overthinking shit, thinking about the future. You know me, bruh. Wednesday, we did have a lab on Wednesday, early morning. So I had to go to class. I wanted to skip class, but we had to go to school for the lab. I prefer early morning labs rather than afternoon labs. Like, I know one of my friends has a lab on a Friday, like at 5 p.m. Yeah. I'd rather choose a lab early morning, like 8 a.m. Monday, than a Friday 5 p.m. Yeah, so I went to class, almost missed my train. I had to run for that bitch. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Met my lab partners. They don't seem too bad. And the thing about group projects or labs or groups in university is that any university student out there, you know the dread of group projects or working in a group. Either you have an immaculate group, like beautiful dream team, everybody's on it, even if people are last minute, they're still on it, they get the work done, or you basically get a bunch of like bots in your lobby where niggas don't even know how to like freaking like send a PDF. Like, how did you make it this far in class? I never understood that. Like, don't get it wrong, I'm gonna do the assignment a week before, organize everything. No, bro, yo, I got a life too, bro. I'm more of like a last minute, maybe 2-3 days before, if I'm really feeling like a distinguished gentleman, you know what I'm saying? But I always get my work done, and I feel like that's a key like thing in life. Like, you should be able to just get stuff done when it's needed. So for people to not be that way in uni, like I was like, especially uni, I'm like, bro, by now you live alone, you make your own decisions. How can you be a coconut? Like you got what? Like, let me not even get into it, because I did get a good group. Everybody seems chill. We made a super quick plan, you know what I'm saying? And another thing about these group projects, you always know it's gonna go sideways, whether it's a good group or a bad group, by the social media that you guys choose to communicate with. Teams, that's a good group, you know? WhatsApp, still good, but now Snapchat and Instagram, those people who suggest to have a Snapchat lab group to share assignments and stuff, you got your days coming for you, bro. You really got your days for you. Alright, sorry for my little tangent there. And I had my lab the same day I had my first meeting with the sponsors for this EOS project. So, but the thing is, my lab was early in the morning and it was supposed to take 2 to 3 hours, but we ended up getting the lab done in like 30 minutes tops. And that included like the TAs reading the instructions and all that stuff. So I had like a big gap in between. So I decided to just obviously stay at school because I have to go to that meeting. But my meeting was later at like 11. So went to the store at school. There's this little store, overpriced as fuck, I ain't gonna lie, super overpriced, bro. Are you gonna tell me an energy drink is like almost $4? What? Monster, $4-5? No, $6 almost. Like, that's insane. But whatever, got a snack to keep me like, you know, not hungry, because I didn't eat that morning, bro. I woke up late, it is what it is. To hold me off until the meeting, and then we went to the meeting. Meeting wasn't too bad. It was kind of a shit show in the beginning. Yeah, just the whole vibe of the meeting was kind of shit in the beginning. But talking to one of the advisors who is helping us with this project, kind of guiding us with it, like, he made me relax a little bit, because yeah, what they are asking us to do for this project is very complicated. But I think we can get it done. I have a lot of confidence in my group's ability to do something, so I'm really hoping that this project does turn out a bit better. We did simplify the project a little bit because the scope that we had for in the beginning was kind of outlandish, especially because we're learning everything like from fresh. Like, we don't have any past knowledge, and the knowledge that we do have right now, I think one of our group mates is taking a class based on of the stuff that we know, but it's like the last semester. Like, if we knew this stuff way before, it might have made it easier, maybe, if that. That's why I think I really hate this project. Even some of our group mates are like tired of it, because it's just demoralizing. Like, you keep trying, you fail, try, fail, try, fail. Like, we're just in that period of try, fail, try, fail, try, fail. I was kind of reassured when we had the meeting, because our advisor was like, yo, we know this shit is hard, show your failure too, because we were only thinking like, it's results. We have to show results. Like, what are we showing if there's no result? He's like, yo, you can show some of your mistakes, but like, the whole point of this project is to show that you guys have the ability to take a project from point A to point B and explain your reasoning for how you guys are solving this problem. So we were like, okay, that kind of gave me some comfort that You know what I'm saying? It's not just all about the results. I can't wait for this project to be done. I swear I can't wait for this project. Bro, the day, yo, I can't even imagine the day I actually put my final goodbyes on this project and seal it up and send it to get graded would be the best day of my life. That and my last exam. I think those 2 days are gonna be amazing. I think we're gonna go insane in the vlog. I might even go out and get some food and shit because I haven't even been going out lately. Like, I'm really trying to lock in. But yeah, bro, I might just go out that day and go online. Came back, obviously worked out, you know what I'm saying? Forced myself to edit the vlog. I'm not gonna lie, I really had to push for that because I was like literally falling asleep while editing last week's vlog. Like, I was really, and it was a lot of editing because I was making a lot of mistakes. I am getting my range though. I kind of know how to go about these because 90% of these recordings, especially this top-down view right now, is just me rambling. Like, I'm really just saying whatever's in my head. So there's a lot of editing when it comes to this. Yeah, Thursday it's kind of a fucking weird day. So me and my roommate, right, we kind of like troll each other, blah blah blah, and he was like eating his breakfast. I don't remember exactly what I did. Locked his, I don't know, like I was like kind of like trolling him, like kicked over his bottle, some shit like that. We like to troll each other basically. And I see he got up, so I started running away from him, right? I was running into my room, you know. He throws his slide, so it like hits in between my door hinge and my door, so it doesn't like lock once like it slams shut. But I think the angle that he threw his slide hit right into my eye, like right in. Luckily my eye was closed, but all that force just might hit my eye. That's one of the worst pains I've felt in a long time, bro. Like, it really felt like my whole eye socket was about to like fall out. Like, it really took a lot out of me not to swear or cuss or just calmed out. But don't get me wrong, that bitch hurt like a motherfucker. Like, I'm lying, I did curse. I'm remembering now, bro. That shit hurt, bro. I remember laying on my carpet here just cussing the shit out of the situation. But obviously I do feel better now. My eye is still a bit sore. There was a bit of bruising. But yeah, not a good way to start our Thursday, you know what I'm saying? Especially it's like the end of the week. Yeah, that shit hurt like a bitch, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, we do feel better. Obviously my roommate did apologize, we're all good. I am trolling him now though. Like, every time like we have a conversation, I have to bring my eye up. I'll be like, yo, you hit me in the eye. I think I'm gonna keep this bit until maybe the end of February. I feel like that's when things will get less tiring. But yeah, I'm definitely keeping this bit for the next 2 to 3 months, just to remind him, like, this nigga really hit me with a fucking Nike slide in my eye. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta bring it up. On top of that, I still had a lab today. It was a rush lab though. I'm supposed to have it next week. Don't mind having it this week because I have to study for that midterm. But yeah, we had a rush lab that we had to do this week, and I had to go there with a busted left eye, you know. Like, it was bad. It was red. It looked like I was high, low-key. But that didn't stop shit, you know what I'm saying? Still hit the gym. Gotta be consistent. I feel like this is the only thing that I've been consistent with lately, and I don't hate it. And I finished the vlog. Finished the vlog on Thursday. Posted that bitch. Felt very happy, you know. That's the second vlog out, you know. Doesn't seem like too much, but hey, each week that we put these out, it just marks like boom, like consistent. It's a good reminder for me also to really be cautious of time and how I spend my time and the goals I have in the future and how to get there, you know. This is doing what I thought it would do, which is refocusing me and keeping me kind of balanced and taking a step back, because everybody knows like life shit. Sometimes you can get caught up too much in your own world, you know. What's that word? Sonder. You can get caught up in your whole reality and what you need to do and get kind of self-involved and get that tunnel vision. But sometimes you just need to pull back a little bit and realize, you know, we all going through this bitch chronologically, you know what I'm saying? So take your time, enjoy it, even when it's not an enjoyable time. Oh yeah, Thursday I also did some big boy things. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is because I do want to keep some shit for myself. I don't want to be an overshare online, but I did some big boy things, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy about it, you know. Did some good shit for my parents mainly. That's what I will say. But yeah, you know, it's a dream to do stuff for your your parents the older you get, you know, because when you're younger, you're like, bro, I'm gonna buy you this, that, you know. It's good to at least show some appreciation back. So Thursday was not a bad day except for the eye thing. Yeah, that kind of really threw off my day, but I was feeling great by the end of Thursday. Like Friday now, yeah, bro. And because of the end of Thursday, even though I got hit in the eye with a slide, you know what I'm saying, I felt amazing. I felt really great. I felt super happy. I relaxed the whole day, chilling, bro. Usually I'm panicked thinking about this and that. I also have a midterm, but nah, Friday I was chilling, relaxed. What? Felt amazing. And I felt so motivated and amazing that I said fuck class. Like literally, I have it written here. Felt good, didn't want to ruin my day. Fuck class. It is what it is. I told you I am a class skipper. Didn't do anything for most of that day, but I did work on the EOS a little bit at the end and sent some files for them to review. So we did do some work at the end of Friday. Yeah, Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Woke up at the end of Thursday, the whole of Friday. So Saturday, I'm just beaming, bro. Like hella energy. Got groceries. Boom. All this was in the morning too. Got groceries. Did laundry. Made a good breakfast. Ate that shit. English breakfast. Fuck is you talking about? Like I was really on it. Like I felt good. Went to get my glasses repaired. You know what I'm saying? Now we got good glasses. No inclusions. We chilling now. Did some shopping too. Like I really felt good on Saturday. Like I really felt good. And those are the days that we need to remember. Because you know, it can be shit sometimes. But just remember you can have a really good Saturday, bro. Yeah, did some shopping. Came back. Felt mad creative, bro. Mad creative. I think I came up with like hella ideas and stuff that I need to do. Also daydreaming, you know. Daydream once in a while. People don't talk about that shit. Daydream once in a while. I used to do that hella in high school. Teachers used to be on my ass, looking out the window, bro. They couldn't say shit because man was okay at school and that, so it wasn't a big deal. But bro, daydream like that's all I did almost on Saturday. Daydream the fuck about the future, bro. You know, and that's a weird thing about me. Sometimes the future can bring me worry or like feelings of uncertainty, but sometimes it can bring me so much comfort because I'm like, bro, what the fuck is gonna be like the next 2, 3, 5 years of my life? Knowing me and my bad memory, but I'm trying to remember all this shit. That's why I'm making these too. I want to see my growth. I want to see how I was thinking then. That was this week. We ended on a good note. We had a good breakthrough. I'm excited for next week. I'm gonna go with this same positive energy. Really don't let things fuck up my flow. We got a midterm that hopefully that we will crush. If we study hard enough, we're gonna crush it. Only time will tell. So that's what I'm expecting for next week, is for us to study hard, get shit done, and really get situated, like the basics, like I've always been doing. But the big main thing next week, the midterm that we have to study for, the assignments, and getting this vlog out, because we gotta keep consistent. Even though the boat's rocking right now, we're getting a bit of, you know, work is piling up. We gotta relax day by day, and yeah, we're gonna kill this shit. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really happy. I feel good. This shit was one take today. Didn't even have to, you know what I'm saying? We're getting good at this. But yeah, I will see you guys next week. Next week is our first midterm exam. I know it seems kind of early, but that's what we're gonna focus on.